Alright guys, as you may have heard, Popcultcha.com will no longer be selling Funko Pops to America or Canada. It started out with just the Hot Topic and GameStop exclusives being restricted, but now it's kind of snowballed into every single Funko Pop they have available is no longer available to Americans or Canadians. I think the real losers here are the Canadians, because the Americans have a lot of Hot Topics, a lot of Walgreens. Even though the Walgreens are still hard to find Pops at least we have the stores. The Canadians have way less access to the exclusives, so they're the real losers. Popcultcha is one of the only places they could go get those exclusives for a fair price, without having to pay 30, 40 bucks for them on eBay. So that really sucks for the Canadians. And I get why the exclusives are restricted. I mean, it's just basic business. If an American retailer is going to pay to have an exclusive, the whole point is for people to come to their store to get the exclusive there and maybe buy something else while you're there. If I got to go to Target to get a certain pop, I might pick up some soda or a t-shirt or whatever else, some batteries or something while I'm there. That's the whole point of having the exclusives. So it makes sense that they wouldn't want Americans to be able to get them from a different retailer. What doesn't make sense though is restricting the common pops. That was one of the cool things about Popcultcha is they did have some of the older common pops. And if no store has exclusivity rights to those, what is the big deal about buying a common pop from Popcultcha if you're an American? It doesn't really hurt anybody besides maybe a scalper or two, but it doesn't hurt any retailer. It doesn't hurt Funko. I don't know why those would be restricted. And I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere down the line, Popcultcha will be able to sell common Funko Pops again to Americans. I don't think they're ever going to be able to sell the exclusives again, but the common Pops, I think they will be able to sell once again. I don't think this is over. Also, what doesn't make sense, if you're going to be playing the whole exclusivity game, is that Australians can buy all the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives all in one spot. They can just go to Popcultcha and just buy every single Comic-Con exclusive really easily, when those are supposed to be exclusives to certain stores here in America and at the actual San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know why it doesn't go both ways. I'm not saying I want it to, because I do want everybody to be able to get what they want, but it just doesn't make sense that only Americans and Canadians are restricted from this. I mean, that really sucks. And if you're going to do that, well then maybe the rest of the world should be restricted from getting the SDCC ones, because they are supposed to be bought in San Diego. But anyway, I just want everybody to be able to get what they want, but I do understand why it's being done. It's just kind of unfair the way it is being done. But in the end, they're just toys. It doesn't really matter, but that's just my opinion on the whole thing. So I kind of saw this all coming when I did see the first ones getting restricted. So I did place a couple of orders to get some of the last stuff I really wanted. So I forget how many are in this one. I want to say at least 5, but I don't remember. So let me just open this bad boy up. All right, so it was 6 pops, and they look like they double boxed it. It's kind of funny how almost every single time I've ordered from Popcultcha, it's come a little differently. This time it looks like it's good. I don't see any smashed corners. I see this is a V for Vendetta pop case, so I'm going to be pretty annoyed if the V for Vendetta pop is going to be available on Popcultcha and I can't get it. Oh, that is annoying. Unless it's just an old box. But let me show you what I did get. So I got the Batman from The Dark Knight Returns. Box looks great. Don't really see any damage on it. Yeah, and the pop looks pretty cool. They made him super wrinkly. He looks super old. And I got the brown suit Wolverine. This is another one that was pretty pricey to get on eBay. But I really wanted the brown suit Wolverine. Looks really good. Pop's in great shape. So far, it looks like one of my last orders from Popcultcha is going to be pretty stellar. I got the Biker Scout. This guy was recently vaulted, so I just wanted to get him before he became too hard to find. because I do like the Biker Scout. And all of the Stormtroopers, really. Box is in great shape. And the pop looks really nice. And I got the Bloody Chucky. This box looks like it's in really good shape too. Liking that art on the back. I heard that, I think it's Hot Topic is supposed to get the Bride of Chucky, which is awesome. So I'm really glad I got this before that Bride of Chucky comes out. But yeah, definitely had to get the bloody version of this guy. And I got the US Agent. Used to read Avengers West Coast when I was little, so I did like this guy. And I only ever saw this guy one time in the store, and his box was just beat to hell, so I didn't get it. And I saw it pop up on Popcultcha, so I grabbed him. His box is in great shape. Paint job is not the best. Definitely a little sloppy around his face there. Not sure what's up with that, but still glad I got the US Agent. And also from The Dark Knight Returns, got the Armored Batman. Looks really cool. I didn't get the unmasked one, and I just got one of the colors for the regular Batman. They have him in, I believe, like black or gray, but figured just one of each would be cool. And definitely the Batman with the helmet, to me, looks cooler than the unmasked one. Here's the unmasked one. It's basically the same body, just unmasked. So I definitely wanted to get the helmet one. And I don't think Superman is out yet. And the Joker, I'm not sure if he's out or backordered or what, but definitely gonna get him. And I can't wait to get Carrie Kelly. She's actually my favorite Robin. I just like her character. I thought it was a great spin on the Robin character, so can't wait to get her. I don't even think she's gonna come out until next year though. But yeah. These all are in great shape, which makes me kind of sad that I'm not going to be able to get stuff from Popcultcha anymore. There was a couple times where I did get some damaged boxes, and this US Agent, like, it does have, I don't know, this looks like white out, or the box got like a little bit of something on there. I don't know what that is. It looks like the paper's coming off, and his paint job's kind of bad, but other than that, that's pretty good. This is the only thing that I can even nitpick as not being super stellar. But everything else is awesome. I was really glad I was able to get definitely this Chucky and this Wolverine before they shut it down. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And if you got any thoughts on Popcultcha not being able to sell to Americans and Canadians anymore, leave it in the comments below. And I hope you have a good weekend. Take it easy.